Hello, let me ask you an honest question. Did anyone actually teach you how to handle money? Or did you grow up
Hello
watching money
everyone.
control people's decisions and emotions?
Hello everyone,
Most of us were not taught money.
and good
We absorbed it.
afternoon.
We
Welcome
absorbed
to
fear.
today's
We
live session
absorbed
here
pressure.
on
We
YouTube.
absorbed
Thank you very much
manage
for
it till
joining me.
month
My name
end.
is
Now as
Chukwemeka
an
Odisi.
adult, you're wondering why money feels heavy, even when we earn more. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't like hearing. Motivation would fix your finances. You can be inspired today and still make the same money mistakes tomorrow. Why? Because money problems are rarely knowledge problems. They are identity and system problems. That's why I created the Money Click program. Not to teach people how to hustle harder, but to help you understand why you do what you do with money.
All right. Apologies for that mix-up. You're welcome back to the session. Welcome back here. My name is Chukwemeka Odisi. This is the Naira Academy YouTube page, and you're welcome. And today's live session would be going on very soon. Today's live session will be on money lessons we absorbed. We'll be looking at your parents' financial struggles might be running your life, right? Or we're looking at how much influence the lessons we absorbed on our parents have over our lives and our finances. So thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so all right, so let's get on with it. Um, Your parents' financial struggles might be running. Your parents' financial struggles might be running your life. So, a lot of adults today think that um, money problems started when salaries became small, right? They think that their money problems started when a lot of bills started coming, or the economy became hard. That's what a lot of people think. But the truth is that the reality is different, right? Your money story is likely started even before your paycheck started coming in. So, what is running your finances today is not what is happening today. Your money story didn't start today. It started way before you even started working. It started right from childhood. So we inherit more than money from just our parents, right? We inherit more than their names. When we inherit from our parents, we inherit patterns. We inherited fear from our parents. We inherit coping mechanism from our parents, right? So we absorbed a lot of things from our parents that run our lives today. A lot, a lot. Many of us grew up in homes where money was never taught. Many of us watched our parents argue over school fees. We watched our parents pay rent with so much as in fact, once the landlord calls, everybody is avoiding that call. We watched our parents borrow and normalize borrowing, especially during emergencies. Many of us watched silence around money conversations. There are so many homes that money is not spoken. People don't mention, children don't mention money because parents are afraid that once you expose them to money, you will ruin them, right? Children watched in certain homes where survival happened without strategy. So all these things that children saw, nobody sat them down to tell them and explain to them that, oh, this is this and this is that, right? Nobody sat them down to explain all these things, but their nervous systems will learn it anyways. So our parental struggles become our adult money habits because we absorb their patterns. And how does this happen? How this happens is that one, scarcity becomes default thinking. If you grew up hearing there is no money, a lot of us grew up hearing that a lot and a lot and a lot of times. You grew up hearing there's no money, there's no money. As an adult, you may find yourself overworking to feel safe. As an adult, you will likely panic when saving reduces. Whenever you see money in your account going down, you see yourself panicking. Part of the reason is because of the things that you heard while growing up. Thank you very much. Welcome, Madam Ogene Brume. Welcome. You are the first to be here. Yes, I would like to acknowledge that. Welcome to Madam Linda Oko. And thank you very much, Emma. Emma, yeah, I think that's Emma. Thank you so much for being here. Right? So, if you heard there's no money growing up, you can also grow up, you can become an adult who will not hoard or even overspend out of fear. Right? You will become an adult who will feel anxious even though you are earning money. You will become that kind of adult that once your account balance is dropping, there's panic. You feel with anxiety. Number two is that guilt becomes a financial driver. So if you saw your parents sacrifice endlessly, it's very likely that now you're going to feel very, very guilty spending on yourself. And there are a lot of people who are on this table that they can't do anything for themselves. It's always for other people. If you saw your parents sacrifice endlessly, you will overgive to family because that was what was modeled to you. If you find yourself in a home where your parents sacrifice endlessly, you would likely say yes even when it hurts. You confuse love with financial rescue. And that is the reality of a lot of people today. Number three, if money conversations when you were growing up always ended in conflicts among your parents, then today you might find yourself avoiding anything relating to money. You will find yourself avoiding budgets. You will see yourself delaying planning. You will likely see yourself ignore numbers. Right? There are some of us that, we don't like to check our bank accounts. It is because of the trauma of our past experiences. There are some of us that when you want to talk about money, they don't want to hear it. It's simply because of what money has come to mean to us. I told this story in the Money Click program. I'm going to share that story here. The story about a girl named Josie, right? So this girl, her parents always argue about money. They are always arguing about money. So one day they were in a restaurant, they went to eat, all the whole family together. The parents started arguing again. In the course of the argument, the father died, slumped and died, right? Right in their arms in the restaurant. Now, after that event, this particular girl, Josie, linked up pain with money. So somehow, no matter how much she made, she found a way to get rid of her money because she still saw money as the reason for her dad's death. She still blames money for losing her father because she feels, if they didn't argue a lot about money, my dad would have been alive by now. Right? That was how her brain interpreted it. And there's a lot of situations that has happened with us growing up that have caused us to interpret money in a way that is making us avoid money conversations today. In a way that has made us to somehow ignore the numbers, to somehow not bother about planning around money. And when you don't plan around money, it means that you're going to be reacting when crisis hits. Now, another thing that a lot of people saw growing up was borrowing, or some people rather, borrowing. A lot of people, their parents made borrowing normal. So if borrowing was the family solution that you saw, right, to situations, then you might become an adult today that will see debt as temporary relief. Just like somebody once shared that growing up, that people around her said that debt was normal. That after all, that the government is in debt. Who are they not to be in debt? So what you saw, what you heard, especially from your parents, become your reality and your patterns today. If borrowing was the family solution, then you're going to see reasons to justify the small, small loans you're going to be taking. You're going to normalize living ahead of your income because borrowing is your gateway to living above your income. I'll give you a story about a someone who came for counseling last year. And when we went through the person's finances, we realized that this person was earning about less than 200,000 every month. But her expenses was about 800,000. Yes. Earning less than 200,000, expenses was over 800,000 every month. Why? Simply because borrowing felt normal to her. It felt very normal. So she normalized living ahead of her income. When borrowing feels normal, you normalize living ahead of your income. It will become okay. It will become normal. Your brain will not see anything wrong with it. And that is a problem. That's a problem. Right? So the messages, the things we heard growing up, the things we saw are silently running our lives today. There are homes that some unconscious messages exist. Unconscious messages that, oh, don't worry, everybody is struggling. Life is about struggle. Unconscious messages that say money is hard. Unconscious messages that say, oh, if you're doing well, you must share with other people. Right? Messages that say, oh, don't be too comfortable making a lot of money. And these messages lead to self-sabotage. Because these messages determine your subconscious, which determines your programming, which determines your thoughts around money, and in turn will determine your actions and your results from money. So as a result, you're going to see people who will plan poorly. You're going to see lifestyle inflation. You're going to see people who overgive. You're going to see financial burnout. And the truth is, if you find yourself in this position where you have come to become aware that your money blueprint is wrong, you've come to become aware that you are running the same money pattern that your parents had that was not to the advantage of their financial future, then it means that things need to change. It means that you have to change things. You need to break free from that pattern. You need to break free from that programming. And you cannot do it by hard work alone. You can't say, oh, you want to hustle your way out of a mindset. Right? You can hustle your way out of poverty, but you can't hustle your way out of unhealed patterns. And that's why some people, even though they make a lot of money, they still have some patterns, some unhealed patterns that are working against them. So without awareness, which is the first step to changing these patterns, right? We repeat the same cycle of our parents. Without awareness, we face emergencies the same way. Without awareness, we react the same way. Without awareness, we have the same conversations that our parents had with us with our children, and thereby creating the same circle. So hustling harder, making more money is not the way out. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people have come from a place of scarcity, and the only thing they need to do is to just make more and more and more money. The problem is not making more and more money. You need to heal the patterns. If you don't heal the patterns, you will transfer them. Your children will inherit them. Right? So you need to get on the journey of healing your money story. Healing your money story. And here, there's a lot of people. There are people, there's somebody that have said, moving away from what my parents used to do feels like dishonoring them because, the parents, they are late, and that's what the person still feels that they need to hold on to. Those things they learn from their parents. You need to understand that healing your money story is not dishonoring your parents, right? It is honoring their sacrifice by doing better with what you have now. Because your parents will not be happy that they gave you opportunity to life and you didn't become better than them. They won't. Thank you very much and welcome, Tita Academy. Welcome back. Okay, so when you're trying to become better, you're not rejecting your parents' struggle, you're refusing to inherit their suffering, and there's nothing wrong with that. So how do you take back control? How do you start breaking away from the patterns of your parents? The first thing to do is to first name the pattern. If you don't know what it is, you can't change it. Right? So ask yourself certain questions. So how did money feel in your childhood? Or what behaviors did you repeat? Or are you repeating now? What do you fear the most about money? And when you can name it, then you can separate compassion from responsibility. You can decide that, you can love your family without rescuing them every time financially. You probably came from a family where your parents are always rescuing other people financially and you absorbed it. When you realize this pattern, then you need to realize that, I can still love my family without being a financial rescue. Support that you give to others, including your family, should never destroy your stability. If it does, then it's no longer support. It's self-sabotage. It's complete self-sabotage. So you name the pattern, one. Number two, you separate compassion from responsibility. Number three, you build systems. Because systems protect you from emotional decisions. If you know that you're somebody that once money gets into your hands and you start spending, right? You have this issue of spending emotionally, right? Then you need to begin to think of systems that will help you mitigate that gap. So you can decide to have things like automatic savings accounts. So as the money is coming, it's going into a savings account or an investment account that you can't access easily. And when you do that, you are protecting yourself from emotional decisions. Those emotional decisions that can work against you. Right? Then number four is to rewrite the script for your children. And how do you rewrite the script for your children? You write the script for your children by first changing your own blueprints. Your calm will become their calm. Your chaos becomes their chaos. So if you are in chaos, you need to move to calm. And if you're in chaos, you need to move to calm. Because what you are is who they become. Because you're the first model. And because you need to rewrite your script for the sake of your children is even the more reason why you should be in the Money Click program. Right? Because here in the Naira Academy, we have a program called the Money Click program. And that program exists because many people need to rewire their mindset about money. Many people need to change their patterns. A lot of people need to change their blueprints because a lot of people are running on the wrong money blueprints. And here is the truth. The truth is, you might be better from where you are just by changing your blueprints. You might be at the realm of millions, but when your blueprint changes, you might find yourself in the realm of billions. You might still be at the realm of thousands. Just by a change of your blueprints will catapult you to a realm of millions and billions. Because the truth is, the thoughts you have around money is determined by your programming. And until your thoughts change, your actions cannot change. And until your actions change, you keep having the same results. You keep having the same results. So you need to break the circle of having the same patterns over and over again. Right? And you're doing that without blaming your parents in any way. Don't blame your parents. Don't say, oh, my parents gave me this blueprint. Oh, this, that, they did this, they didn't do this for me. No. You must always have it in mind that your parents did the best with what they knew. They did the best with what they knew. Your parents do not have the knowledge that you're getting here today for you to know that, okay, there's a pattern, for you to even become aware. They didn't have that opportunity. So do not ever blame them. Because once you start blaming, you start moving away from possible solutions to get out of the patterns in the first place. So your parents did the best they knew. It's now your turn to do better with what you know now. Right? You need to consciously create a new path, a new neural pathway for your money decisions. Because if you don't create a new pathway, if you don't, your past will keep making your decisions for you. So you have a choice. You have a choice to create a new way to think or to keep thinking based on the pathways of your old ways. You have a new decision to make to either create a new programming to run your subconscious or keep running on the programming or the program of your past. So you need to intentionally change your programming, and it's doable. It's not impossible. Reprogramming is something you can do. It's something everybody can do. We just need to be disciplined. There is no reprogramming without self-discipline. All the things that you need to do to change the path that you've been working on and go on a new path, one ingredient required is self-discipline. If you don't have self-discipline, you remain where you are. And that's why come first week of next month, come second of February, we're going to be launching a course called Mastering Self-Discipline. And that's a course to help you understand how to become more disciplined and learn how to set goals to achieve better with your money. And if you're here in the Money Click program, that course comes to you for free. It's not paid. The only people who will pay are people who are coming are from outside, who are not yet in the Money Click program. And we're going to share the details later. So your journey to reprogramming your mindset is hinged on your discipline. If not, you're going to start today, and I'll give you 3 months. You go back to where you used to be before. So you must build your discipline. You need self-discipline to achieve. It's key. It's sacrosanct for this journey, right? And the self-discipline we're talking about is the iron will, that inner strength to achieve your goals. That inner strength to break those patterns that you don't want anymore. That inner strength to create new patterns, new pathways, right? Self-discipline is the power to say, this is what I really want in life, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. If I have to give up things, I will give up. Right? No matter what it costs, I will achieve this. And you see that power to say, this is what I really want, this is how I'll get it, and I must get it. It is what a lot of people lack. And that's why people start programs and they don't finish it. And that's why people start courses and on the way they fall off. And that's why people get into programs like the Money Click program, and you give 2 months, you will no longer find them anymore. The problem is that people lack self-discipline. So you need to understand how to build your discipline to stay on this journey. And that's why for those in the Money Click program, this course is coming to you for free. And that's how important this course is. And that's how much we want you to have it. Everything you're going to achieve for the rest of the year is benched on your discipline. If you're not disciplined enough, you will not be able to put in the work to get the results that you have. So your discipline must improve if you must achieve in this year, right? Your discipline must improve. So this is where we end today's live session. We made it small, made it short because of another engagement that we have today, right? Thank you very much, everybody who has joined us. I'm just looking at the comments now. Not AB official, thank you very much. Oh, Tita Academy, I missed number 2. Oh, okay. No, I think I repeated it, which is to separate compassion from responsibility, right? Thank you so much for everyone for being here. Thank you so much, Madam Linda Oko, Tita Academy. I see you all. I see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of us today. We're going to be back again next week here on YouTube. And remember, as usual, we'll be on Instagram and Facebook on Wednesdays, always by 12 noon. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here. This is where we'll draw the curtain for today. If you're watching us and you have not subscribed to our channel, why not? Why? All right. I hope you're gearing up for the course on mastering self-discipline. That course is coming up by first week of February 2026, and it's free to all billionaires, right? If you're not a billionaire yet, we're going to share flyers and tell you how much you're going to pay. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you so much, Ma. I see your comments. Bye-bye.